This is just business on Elite.
You arrive in Dava Gate, one of Sharn's many business districts. The streets are almost deserted at this hour. A lone figure stands idly on the platform next to a sky barge.
About time you got here,
Grumbles the old man.
they've already started.
So this is
Get
one of the
along
more
quick like, and I'll
difficult
ferry you up to their
quests
window.
in the Sharn chain.
Remember, stay quiet as a mouse.
Mr. Wundt, I assume this is about your request to join the Platinum Concord, which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say? Yes, well, I prefer audacity to subtlety. I admit that subtlety has allowed the Aurum to do as they please with the Five Nations for many years. But what I have to offer your organization cannot be ignored. What cannot be ignored are those Zendrick bloodhounds sniffing at your heels. You're exposed, Mr. Wundt. Not for long, my friend. Allow me to demonstrate. Isabet, please come in. Now, Isabet, I know you invited our mutual friends from Stormreach. Oh, no, don't cry. I said, don't cry. That's better. This is just business, Isabet. Just business. I'd prefer that you do your house cleaning when I am not present, Mr. Wundt. A necessary demonstration of my device. I wanted you to see my improvements firsthand. Not quite dead yet. A calibration issue, perhaps. No matter. Urk, Gesh, take Isabet outside. We will adjourn to the yacht. It's time for the next act to begin.
Vaughn's henchman releases a strange whooping bark, and the darkness around you erupts with a choir of menacing responses.
An ambush! Damn us for fools!
Shouts Casper. The old man produces a bow from somewhere, and giggling shapes descend from above. You've dispatched Vaughn's first group of assassins, but they're surely not the last. Vaughn doesn't go in for half measures. Casper wheezes out his words.
Ooh, reminds me of my days in the last war, but with more chest pain. Too old for this, for sure. Come here, we gotta talk about Isabet. She's still alive. I bet my life on it.
You've agreed to help rescue Isabet.
So don't forget to talk to
you'll
him.
need to clear
That's
the
a
way so
mandatory
Casper
thing
can follow safely.
before he can move forward.
He says to head to the southeast. Grabbing a source lead first will help even the playing field.
Don't forget,
Shouts Casper.
those source leads can't go too high or too low without losing their enchantment. Keep above the fog and don't try to push over the higher walls. You'll be fine.
Another wave of gnomes creatures takes up position on the bridge, spoiling for a fight. The low bellow of an ogre accompanies the shrill cries of goblins. Goblin glides up above the bridge, the limp form of Isabet lies on his source lead. The goblin shouts abuse at his gnoll escort.
Those nobodies made mincemeat out of your fleabag gnolls. I told you the direct approach wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna go bait the hook on my plan.
Wait, Goblin Mate. Vaughn said to work together.
In the distance, you hear the Gnoll snarl.
Those who look weak die first. Always.
It's the stupid who die first, dimwit.
Replies the goblin.
Let my flying pets soften them up. Now move before
So
the
before advancing, you always
fireworks start.
shouldn't matter because we shouldn't be able to get through that one place until they're all dispatched. But you want to make sure as you advance that you're getting all the objectives met before advancing. So get to Isabet and clear the way for Casper. We'll be there the whole time. But whenever a new objective pops up, you want to make sure you clear that before you move on from the area.
A mob of gnolls and goblins have taken up positions at the nearby wine shop. Shouts Casper.
Head north, friends! Up the skyway! I'll watch your back!
So for this next area, we have a ton of
swarm
these
bats
bomb bats.
clouds the street before you. Some kind of metal glints on their bodies as they flit about,
And as soon as you
blocking
see
the
them, you see the spark, you just want to kind of back up and get away.
The door of a nearby bookshop opens, and another cloud of bats streams out.
So you see that spark. And for the most part, once you see that spark, you can also just back up and they'll blow themselves up. So there's no need to worry about them once you see the spark message.
Inside the bookstore, goblins scramble to release one last pages.
Exploding bats? Gods, what a circus! Who's going to
Alright, so we
explain
got that
this
objective
mess
met.
to
Now
the
we can
city
just
watch
move
come
to
the
the
morning?
next area.
Mutters Casper as he coasts along behind you. Shadows move among the arches of a nearby market. More of Vaunt's mercenaries await your attention.
And I'm just going to grab a new source lead. Give me a new 4-minute timer. And these are the DOS trampers, so they don't, these aren't the ones that make the bombs. That's the Moramar trappers that we have to worry about the bombs with.
An air skiff equipped with a mage fire cannon waits for you near Old Tully Tower. Goblins swarm.
Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we go.
And there's no need right now, but if you go down here, there's a shrine. So if you ever need a shrine up, part with you this quest, this is the first good spot to shrine. You will have to fight an Iron Defender, but it's a pretty easy fight. Alright, I have 40 seconds left on my...
3 sky skiffs descend and a supporting
my
patrol
sky
knoll
sled, so I'm going to go
moves
this
to block
way.
your path. Is there any end to Vaught's mercenary army?
And last time I went, started at the top and went down. I think this is actually better. I'm not getting much aggro from the top, so I think going bottom up from this bottom ship up seems to work a little bit better. So I'll probably just keep doing that. And the Magefire construct, or Magefire cannon, is a construct, so I'm not going to see as many big numbers, crits, etc. And of course, it's immune to all my Holy Retribution attacks. And you can see the ship above is not aggroing on me. In Reaper mode, that's probably different if there's a Reaper there, but at least on Elite, now it's aggroing me. But still, this going from the bottom up does seem like a better approach than going from the top down.
Reaches the wreckage of the Magefire cannons.
3 of them! Now I feel like an idiot. Thank the host you were here.
This city watch station is locked up tight.
Succeeded on a 13. Okay, that's surprising. I thought I would need maybe a 17 or 18 to succeed on that. But this chest has the crafting materials to upgrade items from here, so I definitely wanted to get that. And that was a success at an 11, so it seems even with just 2 ranks in open lock, it's working fine.
Looks like they're using sky wards.
Casper tells you.
Your source leads might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
The mercenary Gish stands here, his jaws frothy.
The goblin says you're strong, but he is just a weakling. Enough waiting! I'll butcher you now! Feast on your flesh and keep all the glory for myself!
He's hidden somewhere in the shadows of the nearby construction site.
You should have stepped in my place.
Can finish him off, a chanting voice calls your attention to the north and above. A tiefling sorcerer completes his spell on the ledge above you. Gish vanishes, reappearing at the sorcerer's side. With another quick gesture, both the tiefling and the gnoll vanish from your sight. The goblin's voice calls to you across the gap.
That went about how I expected, so that leaves just little old me. A great big bounty, no partner to split it with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over. Don't make me wait all night.
The goblin's voice echoes through the mists.
Remember, I can always drop Miss Isabet on her head and knock off early. Then I visit you some other time. You get me?
High above the construction yard, a soar sled slowly drifts up. Isabet's body lies upon the sled, completely still. The goblin is nowhere to be seen.
Like fish in a barrel. Catch!
So if I'm out of his sight, he can't get me with that special attack, but that's why I ran up there, so I could use that as a spot. Okay, there he is. All right, now I'm going to run back here since he's got me targeted with a special attack. At epic levels, that'll one-shot you. I don't think it will here.
Ow! Cut that out!
But he's quite annoying because he keeps running away. The easiest, he's easiest on like a caster because you can put damage over time spells on him, and that also helps you locate him because you can see the damage over time happening. So he'll keep coming. We'll just wait here, and then we'll use this pole as sort of a spot to hide behind with a special attack. Alright.
Get him, lads!
Screams Urk as he tosses down a smoke bomb. The shrill voices of more goblins pierce the night air.
I'm just going to stay here. Whoop, avoid the special attack. Almost seems like it's bugged. There we go. Oop, there he is. So you just want to be out of line of sight when his special attack goes off. Oop. There it is. Alright. I'm going to get... There he is. Whoop, special attack. Got him, yep, almost down.
The goblin
go.
crumples in a heap. Now that you have time to catch your breath, you notice the assassin soar sled descending slowly, holding the limp form of Isabet.
So I should be able to interact with this thing soon, but there's a little bit of a delay. Maybe it's while... Oh, there we go.
You've reached Isabet, but all is not well.
She's gone! Gone!
Says the goblin.
Bossman ate up her soul with his new improved vomit. Why use your own when you can use someone else's? Sorry, sweethearts. Them's the breaks.
The goblin stands at the platform edge, an odd yet strangely familiar blade piercing his torso.
Remember this? Jack Jibber's blade? It's why we get to keep meeting like this.
Nothing too interesting. I'm just going to grab something to break down fluorescences, and then I'm going to grab the chain 1 end reward, which is right here. And they were giving me level 30 items, so that's good. It's more essences. Let's see. Probably wouldn't keep this at 30, so I'll just grab something to break down fluorescences. And that is just business on Elite.